Howdy Howdy, this is Blue Otter, and today we are playing Tavern Keeper. Awesome.
I have it on good authority that you, yes, you, are the reason this game was even possible. Thanks for buying Game Dev Tycoon, and welcome to game number 2.
I have Game Dev Tycoon as well. We got 5 collectible cards. What's the collection? Unpack 5 cards. 1 for the road. The road to level 20 starts with a single experience point. Royal vine fruit grow only in Merriman in the Royal Gardens. Golden heart carrot. Every golden heart carrot is lawful good or your money back. Shane excels at deflecting blame. And Thaloria. I wasn't finished reading that one. I'll tell you what I want. A peaceful night's sleep, and I haven't slept well in 200 years. Interesting. So there are cards for this. There's apparently a lot of cards. We have the handbook, import. Let's go ahead, and it looks like it's pointing me to the new. Let's see, we have Riverbottom, Halflington, Gugamush, Item Workshop. Wow. Okay, so this game was postponed about a year, which I was really sad about. In some ways, I'm glad because it allowed me to get... I'm able to play this with my new computer. And so far from everything I've seen, I think it was worth the wait. But let's find out. So, new owner. All stories begin somewhere. Yours begins in this swamp, in the moldering wreck of an abandoned tavern. So we're not going to skip. It looks like we could do free play. I want to do the story, so let's go ahead and start. So we have a new owner, Max Tavern, stars 1, scenario traits. We have swamp climate. It's humid and generally warm, but the water is a bit cooler than the land. Rainfall is a possibility. No fire, so fires are disabled. No infestations, so no infestation nests appear. And cheaper loans, interest rates are 50% lower. Challenges made it official. Complete the Riverbottom scenario. We have a couple different ways we could play. We could do relaxed, where this is probably a little bit more of, kind of a cozier mode. So let's look at this. So let's look at balanced first. So setup, you have 430 gold. Storage, looks like that's the spoil rate is 0% normal. Money, interest rates, is 0 normal. Bankruptcy period is 24 hours. It looks like you can toggle all these. That'll probably trigger into a custom. Gratuity and sales tax, how much tax you pay on tavern income at the end of the day. Patron patience, so you have 0%. Dirt and filth spawning, 0% for dirt spawning and cleaning speed. Cooking, shops, storyteller, random event frequency is balanced. Enable good balance, 10% easier. Chaos events rarity. Allow for good events, allow very bad events. But only if you like a challenge or just love chaos. I'm kind of wanting to go for a chill experience. Let's do relaxed. Lighting torches, press any key.
Welcome to Riverbottom. I hope you like mud. And oh, here's your first tavern. Bit of a fixer-upper, it seems. There's much to do before opening the doors. But where to start? First things first, teaching you how to teach yourself. A checklist on the right side of your screen would certainly be handy. Hovering your cursor over things like checklists can bring up helpful tooltips. Why don't you try it?
Okay, yeah, here we are. Oh, this one, yeah, the nested tooltip. As you can see, tooltips can connect to other tooltips all the way down. Nested in, nested in. Tooltips, you see what I mean? The whole game floats on a rolling sea of bottomless tooltips. You can dive deeper and deeper, and just as you think, you see the bottom. It's actually just another tooltip, and inside this tooltip is a link to yet another tooltip, and it contains a link that leads you to... Hold on. I was not... Another tooltip leads you to... I think these are just going back and forth, or they... No, they are adding... I'm curious if there is a limit to how many tooltips you can have. I feel like these are getting bigger. But is there an end? Well, now I'm just stuck. I've committed. Test the limits of tooltips. I got an achievement.
Fine, you win. Here's an achievement. But let's show some tooltip moderation next time, hmm? I don't want to be buried under text boxes, do you?
Okay, learn about... Did I get this one though? Oh, click to complete the tooltip tutorial. Yes.
Phenomenal work. You mastered tooltips, and thus the secret to mastering the whole game. Now, why not use the camera controls to take a look around?
All right, so we have that Q and E, page up and down. And we just gotta scroll a little bit more.
Splendid observing. One could say that makes you quite the looker. If this was a story about a garbage dump, you'd be set. But that rubble may deter tavern patrons. Clean it up, won't you?
Okay, I want to see something real quick. Settings. Controls. Is there a way to... Enable edge panning, rotation, center focused. Let's try this mouse focused. No, it'd be center focused. Okay, yeah, no, we're just gonna keep that. Edge painting, no. Okay. Resume. All right. Demolish. Click on the furniture decorations, doors, or internal walls to remove them for a partial refund. So we need to demolish. That's the tap, the ruined wood, and the ruined rooms.
Excellent. That dangerous unfinished floor underneath has a certain rustic charm, but we can do better. Build a tap room.
All right, build rooms. Select the room type and then click and drag to your preferred size. We're gonna have the tap room. I think I'm gonna do at least to there. And I think I'm gonna side with what the demo had, because this was, I believe, the size of the tap room. So yeah, let's go ahead. Hold on.
Confirm construction to finalize the room.
I know, I just want to... If we do... Okay, I think you have to... No, that just adds to it. Okay. Because I feel like I'm gonna need this, because this is gonna be where the outhouse is gonna be.
Selected, click on the tavern floor and drag to define the shape of your room. Make sure it goes all the way to the front door.
We could do this. Yeah, we're just, okay. All that, and we're just gonna go with this. We can always adjust later, I believe.
Every room needs a door, otherwise it's a coffin. Grim.
I kind of want this to go like a hallway right to here, but it's not. There.
Onwards. The tap room is ready, but you're missing a tap. Select it in the build menu, but don't place it yet.
Okay, so we have this. We're gonna have the tap. A place to tap barrels to serve, ideally the ones with drinks inside.
Is that the angle you want? Try rotating it a bit before placing it.
Okay, so we're gonna need to do R. But that looks like that is
Nice
where
to
the
see things from
server's
all
gonna
angles,
be.
isn't it? Now, place that tap wherever you like.
Place it right there.
People like a place to lean while they order. A bar counter is optimal. Let's build one.
I kind of want to do, we'll do 2. So that way I can kind of serve 2 drinks. And then we'll do,
Good.
I wasn't
Of course,
done.
tavern keeping isn't all gossip and
Do 2
picking
bartenders
furniture.
right there.
There's hard work to be done as well. Let's just hire someone to do that part for you.
All right. Open the staff hiring screen. Hire a staff member. Brawl hates royalty. Spends their spare time sleeping in strangers' houses. Fired from the Sky Dragon for lying about a tavern elemental. They are quick burner, so they will move and work faster when they're well rested, but will get slower as the day moves on. Don't we all? And they're easily bored. Looks like probably about even skills throughout. So the server interact with patrons directly. They take food and drink orders, act as barkeeps, deliver food to patrons, and book rooms. A chef will cook meals for hungry patrons. The higher the skill level, the better the meal. This is a plus 6% chance to contaminate food when cooking, so that's doesn't sound great. A janitor, plus 88% clean speed, and we have a dog's buddy. Dog's buddies take care of odd jobs like storing goods, loading taps, performing maintenance, and making repairs. Higher tier dog buddies also inspect ingredients. So that's what we call a barback. Kellen loves everything, owns a golden mummified arm, commended at the Squeamish Shield for asking nicely. Their favorite hobby is hiding their magical powers. They become unhappy when the environment isn't clean, and thanks to a carrot-heavy diet, Kellen can see in the dark. So server skill about 56. Chef is actually pretty good, plus 5% chance. Well, skill level 87%, but they have a plus 5% chance. Well, that's better than the plus 6% chance of the other guy. Janitor plus 72% clean speed, and Dog's Buddy plus 92%. So and he's cheap. I'm kind of tempted to do this one. Money beats stress. Kellen will steal gold when becoming critically unhappy. Okay, and he's unskilled. I no longer like Kellen. Myron, desperately bored with knitting chainmail, moved up from the Lost Duke for sharing tips with the needy. Their loveliest quality is that they never ask for help. Thinks owning fresh pies is beneath them. So they'd be really good at like janitor. They're really expensive though to hire. Alana loves tavern elementals. Their secret quality is their secret fortune. And what is this? Stress lethargy. Okay. And what is this? They're squeamish, doesn't like yucky stuff. Okay, yeah, you should not be working in a bar then. Stress berserker is prone to start fights when critically unhappy. Was fired from the boring hovel for drinking from the tap. Previous experience in the twice-tailed hand. Specialized in pretending to like working. Sacked from the forest guard for running away from the fire brigade. Their last boss fired them for insulting an entertainer. Honestly, aside from, okay, becomes unhappy when the place isn't clean, but if we keep it clean, like if I get Myron and I have him be, this is on the upside, they don't mind noise either. Okay. Good pace when working and walking, and he's clumsy and known for dropping things. But if I hired him as a janitor and Kellen as everything else, so I'm honestly thinking I'm going to hire
Really?
Kellen.
Based on those qualifications, are they a friend of yours? Never mind, it's time to buy drinks. The traveling merchant will be here soon. Click on him when he arrives. You can hurry him along with the game's...
Sorry, and I'm also going to get Myron. Yeah, we can hurry this guy.
If you like. As your tavern grows, so must your payroll.
All
With the
right.
second employee, your business has evolved from a dubious shack to a reputable service establishment.
All right, so we're going to pause game. Merchant has arrived. Tap room is... Okay, so here we go. We have Cleaver's Surprise. It's a 1-star. Surprises that anyone would choose to drink it. We have House Brew. Need a cheap drink. It's on the house. I really shouldn't be complaining about anyone else using puns. Gunther's Blood Grog. Named for its color, not its contents, you hope. So yeah, it was a stars. Tier 1 human rating. And then we also have, what do we have here? Tier 1 human rating. So this one's actually got some pretty decent, more on patron ratings. Patrons choose what to order from the tavern menu based on the taste preference and budget. As patrons from different backgrounds visit your tavern, the tavern menu will update to reflect their preferences. Cleaver Surprise. Okay, so past 48 hours. Well, we haven't had any visitors yet. Honestly, this one's got 70% rating and this one's got 52% rating versus this one has a 50% rating. So this one, as far as like humans, this one, so I think we're going to get 2 of these, and let's get... Let's get this one. This one's got a better flavor rating. There's a pillow top loaf that's side dishes. And this is where we would also be able to get like side dishes and other things. All right, so let's go ahead and purchase that. Oh, we need to select our tap. So we'll select here and select our drink. We'll do, hold on, we need to...
Excited to tap that barrel? Select the tap you installed to assign your new beverage to it.
Okay, so here we're gonna do the blood grog, and then this one we'll do the house brew. I probably didn't need 2 people, but I liked both of them. And one of them is really good at cleaning. And the other one was probably the better one, but better generalist at least. In theory.
Bars are great for a quick drink, but tables allow patrons to settle in and stay a while. Try building one.
Oh yeah, here we are. Small table. Let's do right here.
It's a bit plain. Why don't I show you the design mode? Decorating your tavern truly makes it your own. Even a humble table becomes an empty canvas ready to transform. You might decorate it with something simple, perhaps place a centerpiece. But why stop there? You can change and tweak every element according to your mood. Ooh, feeling romantic? And you needn't stop at simply decorating. You can design anything you can imagine, piece by piece. Go wild! For now, let's try something simple. Select a piece from the design mode and combine it with the table. You'll have hundreds of options as a tavern keeper, but let's start with 3.
All right, so I'm gonna do the owl. You can also go through some different variants. I liked this guy. And then I want to rotate him so that he's a little tiny owl. And he needs to be on the table.
That's
like that.
An interesting choice. Well, there's no accounting for taste. That's enough decorating for now. You've accomplished quite a bit. Perhaps you should save your progress?
All right, save the progress, 5.
Did it save properly? I can't see. Hold on, I'll scoop my candle a little closer to the storybook. Oh, I caught the page on fire. The story is
We're not
burning.
supposed to have
Quick,
fire.
Load your save file.
That was an F9. That would really suck if you accidentally pressed F5. Translating game text from the original Elvish. That can explain coding so much.
Look, everything is fine again. No need to reload for every little fire. I was just having a bit of fun. Narrator humor, you see. One last thing, the stories. A glowing golden book means someone or something has a tale to tell. See? There's one. Click on your tap, won't you?
All right, so we got this.
What sort of narrator would I be without a storybook? This is mine. It's a bit magic, you see. The stories inside are your stories, and they follow your choices. There will be quite a lot of stories to tell, all centered in your tavern. You'll find them as little books hovering above characters, items, or locations. Would you like to see how they work?
Sure.
As you can see, your choices progress the story. Simple. Skill choices, however, are a little more complex. The results are determined by your character skills, the difficulty, and a bit of luck. The story continues whether you succeed or fail. And failing is just as fun, sometimes more so. Still, I know even a fun failure can feel like a failure. Don't worry, you can retry spins if you don't like the result. But do be sparing with those respins. If too many build up, we may run into trouble.
What kind of trouble? Maybe we can figure it out together. There's an 83% chance with wits. If we retry any results, isn't the spin meaningless? It's using smarts or charm. 25% chance. We're friends. You wouldn't let anything bad happen to me. Yeah, we're gonna go with wits. That's probably my best one. Let's go with charm though.
Of course.
It's probably gonna be a fail.
Wait, you wouldn't be trying to butter me up, would you?
Me? Am I supposed to hit? No, absolutely not.
Yes, okay, you got me. There is more to it. Let me explain. Nothing truly bad will happen to you if you fail a spin. More or less. It depends on your definition of bad. Anyway, don't worry about it. But respins resist the natural course of events, and tinkering with cause and effect can cause things to go a little pear-shaped. No need to go into it now. You'll have to wait and see. That's choosing chaos for you. Feel free to explore stories and go with your gut. There are no wrong or right answers. There's only the path you choose. I can't wait.
Yeah, we're gonna close the book. Yeah, I did that as a DM for my D&D campaign.
To make skill rolls,
it's called Failing
you will,
Forward.
Of course, need skills. I wouldn't dream of choosing those for you. It's up to you to decide what best represents your strengths. Quickness of wit or hands, depth of knowledge, or simply charm.
Some story tests your skills here. You can define where your strengths and weaknesses lie. We're gonna stay with yeah, we're gonna stay with wits. Gotta stay with the fox.
All settled? Well, you know you best. We'll see how that plays out along the way.
As forest creatures gotta stay together.
That's the end of my little tutorial. But don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Where would a story be without a narrator? Now, open those doors. You have a tavern to run.
All right, open the doors. We can... Oh, I like this. You put the little key into the lock and you open it. All right. Tavern name is not the Fallen Tree. So ready to open for business. This is the Muddy Paw Tavern. The Muddy Paw Tavern is open for business.
Now wait for a patron and your staffer will tend to them. It's smooth sailing from here. Relatively.
That's a couple of achievements. Finishing the tutorial, opening the tavern. We might see if we can do a format. So patrons come in, but filth doesn't. Yeah, let's... quick rotate. Can we rotate it? I honestly much prefer having... We'll just do that. Try to keep some of the dirt and dust out. Sell your first drink. We have 74%. Okay. $73%. Not too bad. Active game modifiers. Can we change the modifiers? We might not be able to change them. Marketing events. Okay. Scenario traits. Okay. He just spilled some. He's prone to accidents, so... What is our goal now? 6 hours. We have to pay $19 in 8.5 hours. Can we do... Just looking to see what we have. Yeah, when you hover over it, I've noticed when you wait, you gotta wait for this little lock to appear and then you can go over it. 16 remaining in 5 days, 6 remaining in 10 days. Okay, demand 4. So yeah, we're doing good. And speed up. I think these might be maybe guests coming in. That is dark. Okay, so now tavern will close in 10 minutes. Now, I don't have a staff room for them. Oh, I do have one of these. I probably need a staff room. I probably need a storeroom. Drink, food, and other goods can be stored here away from the elements. So yeah, let's do a storeroom. Maybe right here. Now let's do like that. Okay, yeah, they're okay. It's closed, but they're gonna work a little bit longer.
Closing time. Off hours are a good opportunity to manage rooms and furnishings, or you could simply speed up the clock.
Let's add a staff room. Yeah, maybe like right here. I wonder if we can add to it. Can we get... Because we can put a bed there and... I mean, that's gonna spend most of my money. But then that way they can sleep. Looks like we've got... Okay, 73% patron satisfaction. Updates continuously to show the opinions of patrons who visited in the past 24 hours. Use it to see the reviews of the tavern's amenities. Those scores are averaged depending on the tavern's overall approval rating. And over here, we have storage overview. See everything in your storerooms and keep an eye on damage and spoilage in the tooltips. Storage overview can be used to craft items. So yeah, we've got a bit. No one's had the this one yet. But this one's been popular. Okay, let's fast forward. Okay, hold on. Who's... No staff to handle tasks. Our tavern is open, but we don't seem to have any staff working the dog's body roll at the moment. Some tasks cannot be completed. Hold on. What do you mean? Not active. Yeah, passing. What do you mean? They're...
The dawn of a fresh day. The opportunities are endless, so long as no one comes to throw a wrench in the works.
That sounded ominous. Omnious? Ominous. Okay, do we not have... We have a storybook. Event.
A severe-looking human woman in a pressed suit enters your tavern. She sweeps her gaze across the tap room and approaches the bar with confident, efficient strides. How rustic. One mug of your finest beverage. You slide the mug across the counter and hold out your hand for payment. The woman presses a crisply folded sheet of paper into it instead. My name is Dorothy Chadius, guild representative. You have been served.
No, I served you. See them. What's this? No, I served you. See the mug?
You misunderstand. You have been served a legal document. The woman picks up her drink and takes a long sip. The mug is frosty. The stare she fixes you with is frostier. This beverage is adequate.
What kind of legal document? You're welcome. Who are you? Yeah, what kind of legal document? This is the predecessor to someone who will serve on an HOA board.
Notice of official censure by the guild for operating an unlicensed tavern. Did you think you wouldn't be caught? We saw your deed filed. It's a matter of public record. She taps the seal on the folded document. It's all in here. The rules, your transgressions, and the consequences.
So you're saying that what I'm guilty of is actually filing paperwork. So if I hadn't filed any paperwork, you wouldn't have known. What guild? I didn't join any guilds. Am I under arrest or your constable? Yeah, what guild? I didn't join any guilds.
The woman slaps a badge down on the countertop with a tight, proud smile. I'm a representative of the Tavern Keepers Guild. We oversee all the taverns in the land. She lifts her chin, gazing reverently into the distance. People rely on taverns to unwind and socialize under the professional care of a guild-certified tavern keeper. But you, her brow furrows, you are not certified.
The horror. Sorry, I didn't know. I'd be happy to get certified. Yeah, so what?
I don't think you understand your situation. If you remain in violation, your tavern will be shut down and you'll be sentenced to 6 years of hard labor stomping grapes. Dorothy frowns, the crease between her eyes deepening. Or a constable will be sent to knock you over the head and toss you in the ocean. Depends on the judge.
But we're in a swamp, not near the ocean. Oh, I'll join. So is there a sign-up form or you can't threaten me, do your worst, fascist?
You put on your best game face. Her steely gaze meets yours, taking your measure.
Failure. Click to retry. Each retry will increase the chance of chaos event. Yeah, let's retry. If it fails again, I'll just accept defeat. Okay, success.
Your unflinching gaze doesn't waver. Her eyes widen as you successfully stare her down. You're serious. I admire your passionate spirit, but it will do you no good against the guild's legal department. Let me put it in the simplest terms. Refuse to join and you lose everything as if you never existed. Your journey ends here and now. She spreads her hands. Join the guild lawfully, and you get to keep it all.
I'm gonna say never.
Dorothy sighs. Really? You do want to operate your tavern, do you not?
Yeah, but not under your
the guild
thumb.
is genuinely the only way to continue down that path.
Fine, it will be the only way. Nice try. Give me liberty or give me death.
Your liberty is not in danger. You'll be free to operate your tavern exactly as you like. Consider this a formality.
Well, as long as I'm free to operate my own way. Under the boot of the man, no.
Don't be so difficult. You want to be a tavern keeper, yes? We're the Tavern Keepers Guild. It's where you belong.
No.
Her cheeks begin to color. Join us. You have to. Do it.
No.
Dorothy glares and takes a deep breath, calming herself. What are you even trying to accomplish here? You don't get to do anything else until you give in. Do you just enjoy arguing?
Yes. Not as much as I thought. Let's just get on with it. Maybe I do. So what? Still not gonna join.
Dorothy takes a gold coin from her pocket. What if we make it a game? I'll flip a coin. If I win, you join. If you win, you continue running your illegal tavern. Call it in the air. She flicks her thumb and the coin soars upward, spinning.
Okay. So first off, she says that I can't run it. And now she's like, you know what? Hey, if you call this, then yeah. We're going to do Tails because that's my favorite Sonic character.
The coin clatters to the counter, spins, and falls on its side. Heads. There, see? You lose.
No way. You cheated somehow.
How could I possibly have cheated? You called it in the air and saw it land yourself.
Did I inspect the coin?
It.
That's a good point. I don't know. I give up. I don't know, but I have a feeling whatever I picked would have been wrong. Yeah.
Are you implying I can control reality?
Yes.
That's preposterous.
You're right. That's crazy. Never mind. Yes, I am. Maybe none of this is even real.
Not real? Perhaps you are mad after all. Of course this is real. This is real life. You opened this tavern. You have hopes and goals, don't you? Family? Are they not real?
This got weird. Let's go back to the guild stuff. I'll do it. Who knows? I'll never see them. I've never seen them. You can't change my mind. I mean, in game, I really haven't. I mean, we technically haven't even seen my character. Do I exist?
You'd rather believe that the world is an illusion, that you have no free will, and that everyone you have ever loved doesn't exist, rather than agree to join the guild for the profession you're in.
That sounds about right. No, I was just messing with you. I'll join. Yes, if the choice is signing or oblivion, I choose oblivion.
Dorothy rolls her eyes and visibly resigns herself. If you won't play along, that's exactly what's going to happen. Nothing. This is your last chance. Sign or this all ends. Fade to black. Is that what you want?
No, I was just kidding. I want to keep being a Tavern Keeper. Or go ahead, you don't have the guts. I think we're gonna save right here. Yeah, go ahead. You don't have the guts.
Dorothy throws up her hands. Ah! You win!
And we close the book.
Couldn't go along with the story, could you? That's fine. We narrators have a little saying to deal with that. The end.
And it just closed the game. Let's load. I think it's this one.
Welcome back. I hope
No.
you're not too peeved, but it was fun to test the limits together, wasn't it? You're a gutsy one.
It's got to be this one.
Dorothy rolls her eyes and visibly resigns herself. If you won't play along, that's exactly what's going to happen. Nothing. This is your last chance. Sign or this all ends. Fade to black. Is that what you want?
Okay, so we're just gonna do. No, I was kidding. I just want to keep being. I want to keep being a tavern keeper.
Excellent. I have registered you as a guild applicant. The first step to move your application forward is to earn a 1-star ranking for your tavern. She drops a large, crisply folded map on the counter. This map shows the locations of reputable distributors of food and drink. Take this as well. She places a beautiful crystal bottle on the table beside the map. It's filled with golden, frothy liquid.
Great, thanks. What's in the bottle? Thanks for the map, but I don't drink.
Oh, this isn't a refreshment. She gestures to the bottle. This is a tavern elemental, a provisional advisor of a sort. She's agreed to work with you full-time if your membership is approved. A small figure forms in the swirling liquid and waves cheerfully at you. They know everything there is to know about the business. This one's name is Hops, I believe.
Hops. She'll be watching me all the time. That's weird. Thanks. I hope we can be friends. So I shouldn't drink this. Yeah, so she'll be watching me all the time. That's weird.
Yes, it is a bit intrusive, but it's to your benefit. Do try to get along and keep your ears open. She leans down to the level of the bottle and fixes the little elemental inside with a piercing stare. It stares back, striking a fair imitation of Dorothy's rigid posture. They're chatty types, elementals, but worth listening to.
Keep that in mind, I guess.
Dorothy favors you with another tight smile and reaches out to shake your hand. Her grip is firm and dry, like her personality. Best of luck to you in the application process. Attain a 1-star rating, and we'll be in touch. As she strides away, it occurs to you that she never paid for her drink. On the counter, Hops swirls around in her bottle to give you a big thumbs up.
All right, we're gonna close the book. I think that's part of the chaos.
And so the long arm of bureaucracy has found you even in the depths of the swamp. At least you've made a friend.
I wouldn't really
I
call.
haven't advised anyone in ages. This'll be fun.
Okay, let's see. We've got some other things. We've got tavern menu, add or remove food and drinks and goods from your tavern offerings. And then we have this, which we have a world map. So optional, check tavern rating tooltip. Tavern rating tooltip. Okay. Oh, well, that's the check drink flag tooltip. Serve 10 tier 1 patrons. We just need one more and we get half a star, so we should be good on that one. We need any of these: a toilet, outhouse, or a bulletin board. Okay, so let's see if we will. Okay, build. We have a bulletin board here. We could afford this one, or I think it's outdoors. Is it outhouse? We could afford both of them. I think it's a little cheaper. Actually, we could afford both. What if we do? Right here. put this like maybe right in here. Okay, and then for the tap room, we could do a bulletin board. I do need to have it like right there.
Our drinks have earned a 1-star rating.
Okay, so we have 3 new unlocks. We have a waiting bench, a dartboard. Dartboard would be really good. And a lantern, which is effective lighting. That one we really need. All right, cheers. Check. Okay, it's this one. So we need 15 Patreon visits and services category. Your tavern various services earn ascending star ratings. Check the flags next to the tavern sign at the top. See your current ratings and how to improve them. Services. Is this one? Any of these, a dartboard or a waiting bench. Okay, a dartboard, I need 80. Let's see if I... How much more time do we have? New business ends in 20.6 hours. I think we can afford a dartboard, maybe. Right there. And it looks like we have a star earned. So we go back to the storybook. Oh, we've got storybook right here. Front page news.
A young man with a friendly face and ink-stained hands peers around the tap room. He scratches some notes on a scroll with a tattered quill, then sidles up to the bar and flashes an ingratiating smile. Hello! Would you happen to be the owner of this tavern? The name's Jefferson, ace reporter. I'm looking for front page material for our next Gazette, and I was hoping to ask you about your tavern. On the record, of course.
Of course. Whose first issue? My tavern is definitely hot news. Go ahead. You're an ace reporter. Never heard of you. That's not the way to get good reviews. My tavern is definitely hot news. Go ahead.
Really? A wave of relief washes over his face, but he squashes it quickly. That is to say, I knew I'd get the scoop. Let's see here. He chews the tip of his quill and scans over his scroll with a furrowed brow. Right. As everybody knows, this tavern has been vacant ever since the previous owner sank in a freak quicksand accident years ago. How do you come to own the place?
I just showed up. Is that okay? It's mine now, right? I won it in a card game from some mysterious stranger off the record. I think I forged the deed of ownership. I just showed up. Is that okay? I'm leaning between one of these two. This one would be really funny, though. I mean, how else did I get? Now, we're going to have the mysterious stranger, which, for me, ties back to one of my all-time favorite games. See if any of y'all can guess what the game that is in the comments.
A bit of intrigue to the piece. The readers will be eager to see if that goes awry in unsettling and ironic ways. Did this mysterious stranger have glowing eyes? No, don't tell me. Jefferson scribbles rapidly. The important thing is you've got the doors open. What's your business strategy going forward?
Do the bare minimum, then open a better tavern elsewhere. To make this the best, highest rated tavern in the land, honestly, no idea. Honestly, I do want to make it a highly rated. Would I say highest rated tavern? Probably not. Bare minimum, that kind of just slaps in the face of the entire local community. So I'm going to go with to make this the highest rated tavern.
Jefferson thumps a fist on the bar. Darn right. You and me, we're two of a kind, my friend. They might say you're out of your depth, Jefferson, and a swamp can never support a daily periodical, Jefferson. but we know better.
Oh no. No, please don't lump us together. Yep, two peas in a pod, that's us.
Apparently, having exhausted his line of questioning, he rolls the parchment closed.
Two questions.
Well, that's all I have. Thanks for your time. I'll be off. This story isn't going to write itself. That's the job of an ace reporter. Jefferson stuffs the scroll into his jerkin, dramatically raising his quill and waving it above his head. To the presses!
All right, let's close that book. All right, but we did get a star. 15 minutes of fame. Answer a few questions for... Yeah, literally a few questions. And we achieved a star.
A 1-star rating. Already you're rising in the world. I'm sure the guild doesn't give those out to just anybody.
Let's... Oh, is that all we've got? Is we're out of stock of the other one. Milestone reach 5 collectible cards. And we got a letter. Let's find out what we got unlocked first. 4-top table. A comfy chair. A simple toilet. A wash basin. Work schedule. And a locker. Okay, when does the traveling merchant? Merchant arrives in 10.3 hours. Okay. I guess, yeah, I know. We are out of the tap that they actually like. I guess we'll listen to Dorothy again. Applicant. I have a name. Sounds so generic. That sounds like Tarquin. Congratulations, the guild has awarded your tavern a 1-star rating. It's time to start offering food. The traveling merchant can't be depended upon to have everything you need to run your tavern. You'll need to place some special delivery orders. Use the map I gave you to find a supplier of meats. I'm sure they'll stock whatever delicacies the locals enjoy. Sincerely, Dorothy Chadius, Tavern Guild representative.
We should find a variety of shops on the map. They can deliver what we need.
That is true, but I think that is going to do in next time. So this has been Tavern Keeper. So far, I think this has been worth the wait. Like I said, it was supposed to come out last year, and it just released today when I'm recording this in early access. So thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day, and see you next time.